Alright, here we go. 12. Junius Cordus was saying, this was a tacit decree of the Senate to have been. So this was a secret plan or decree of the Senate. What type it was and why it was a palatum, why it was called this, I will explain in a few words. Omnino. So altogether, an example of a secret decree of the Senate today is none other than that which your Clementia, that looks a bit vocative, which your Clementia as disponents or announces or settles, having called together all the major leaders of the Senate, I guess, to an interior, brought them inside for a meeting, you might want to say, and which are not to be publicanda, not to be made public or vulgar to all the people. De quibus ad jurare etiam solus. Concerning to which people, even you are accustomed to have sworn to these people, that ne quis, that not anyone, before the matter is complete, so it's repeated there, ne quis means not anyone, and so that before the matter is complete, that not anyone can either shall hear it, or understand it, or know it. Autem. Moreover, this morum, this custom, put the veterans against the ancients, they found to be necessary to the publica, for the republic, so that if by chance some force was imminent from hostibussus, from the enemies, which would either force them to captare, to take some lowly sort of dishonourable plan, concilia, or to decide something which ought not be said prior than it being effected or done, or if they didn't want it to permeate to their friends, a secret decree of the Senate happened. Ita ut, correlative, so thus that of no scribe, no public servant, no sensuals, so that interesting, so they shouldn't be here. This is some sort of scribe who records the records. The senators would take up this job, all of these duties of scribes and stenographers or whatever. They would fill these themselves, lest anything by chance should be proterade, betrayed or let out. Okay, so therefore, this silent secret decree of the Senate, factum est, was made, lest the res, let matter, should reach Maximinus. 13. But immediately, illa, as the minds of men are, as they are in themselves, at least of those of them who are blush, taking the infinitive, that if it is not known what they think, and they think it humiliates, they think it's lowly and degrading, if they're not prodant, if they don't betray what's commissioned to them or held in trust for them. Maximinus, he comparated everything, he discovered everything. Thus as, so that blah blah blah, he accepted an exemplum, a copy of this secret decree of the Senate, which never before fuerat had happened. Factitatum. Okay, so I've set up factitatum. It's something that's frequently practiced, so all in the history of these secret decrees, never before had this thing that was frequently done. 2. There still stands extat, in short, deniqui, letter of his, must be Maximinius's, which was sent to the prefect of the city. As such, this secret decree of the Senate, I've read of our emperors, of our principums, that you, prefect of the city, perhaps you don't know what happened, fact or mess, for neither were you there. So he's the guy who wasn't at this meeting, so I think he was mentioned yesterday or something. Okay. Curious example of this copy. I've sent a copy of this to you, that you should know how you should rule the Romanum Republica, the Republic. It's not able to be narrated, however, how much commotion this caused to Maximinus when he heard that Africa had disgivisted, had separated from him, for having perceived that by this authority, looks like he's seen the authority of the Senate, and doing this, he then ran into the walls. He skinned away his vest. He grabbed hold of his gladium, his sword, as if he was going to kill everyone. He seemed, process, absolutely, I guess that's going to be furious or something, instead of furore. Just whack another R in there. The prefect of the city, having accepted this acroribus letters, these are rather fearsome letters, he ad locutus asked the people and the soldiers, he spoke to them, dicens, saying, Maximinius is now dead, from which there was a major lot of rejoicing, and immediately the statues were dejected, thrown down, and images of him, who had been judged, judicatus, are the enemy. Sane, adverb, usually something like clearly or whatever, or moreover. The Senate used this power for a pending war, which debwit, which usually means they order or it's owed to them, this power belongs to them. For all the delators, these are informers, calumniators, people who make fake accusations and calumnies, and the procures, and all the shit, all the feces of the tyranny of Maximinus, they ordered all these people to be killed. So all these three groups of people. 8. In parum it was, and leastly it was what the Senate ordered, because it was the judgment of the people that those who were accused, those who were killed, they be tracti saunted, they be dragged and miscied and sent into the cloaca, into the sewer. 9. Tunc est, the prefect of the city Sabinus. So then, is that supposed to be prefect or something? He was now a consular man. He was percussus and accusus. He was percussus, he was struck with a fusti, with a club, and killed, and he was left derelict. Relictus means he was left in the publico. So if you go ad publico, it usually means you go out into the street. So I guess the publico here means he was left dead in the street.